Hello out there, fellow detectorists. Sorry I haven't updated in a while. This is a quick update on the 1805 house that I've been hunting. Been giving the owner the pennies and the dimes and the quarters and I've been finding I probably found like, I don't know, 25 maybe 30 Roosevelt dimes. I've probably found 10 or 15 Mercury dimes, some seeded dimes, and I've just found a lot of stuff out there. But I'd say maybe 50 or 150 pennies, large cents, weedy pennies, just a lot of crazy stuff out there. But this is a quick update. Any comments that you leave, I won't be able to see because YouTube has blocked me from seeing comments because I'm a Trump supporter. So in my last video, I left a comment saying you can try to leave a reply there. So if anyone leaves a reply in this video, please tell me how many posts are in my last upload. So this is just a quick update. This was last week. I'm allowed to go hunting up there once a week. It's an old guy who goes out there and sits on the porch and watches me. And so I'm allowed to hunt it once a week. This was last week. A lot of the, like I said, all the dimes, the quarters, stuff like that I gave him. So there was this old tree that had a couple of stones around it, and one of the stones was bigger than the rest, but I moved the stones and scanned under them, and when I scanned under the big stone, I got a good solid high tone and started to dig down. It told me 12 inches down, so I started to dig down, and as I'm going down and chunking into the dirt, I hear my shovel hit some glass and break some glass. And as I remove the dirt, I notice it's a mason jar. So as I'm pulling out the coins from the mason jar, I'm coming across a 1884 San Francisco mint. There's the little S right there. And I come across this 1890 New Orleans. You can see the little mint mark right down there. And then it also 1902 Philadelphia. And each one of these is like 40 bucks, 40 bucks. I think this one's in best condition. That's like 60 bucks, roughly. Here, let me get a little closer so y'all can see it real nice and easy. Then we come across an 1854 seeded with arrows, New Orleans, $50. That's another $65 coin roughly, based on condition. Because I think even like a good condition 4 is like 45 bucks. So, and then we get down to the end of it, and as I was pulling these out, I could see the color of gold. So it wasn't a very big mason jar. I got a little glass here. It was like, I don't know, like roughly the size of this glass. I got this glass dried out from my pot, but it was a little mason jar. It wasn't very big. And then we come across an 1853 $2.50 quarter eagle. So, and both of these have been holed with, I think they might have did it because these holes are literally exactly identical and the same size. So we got an 1853 there. Let's see if I can make sure I get it nice and focused. 1853 and an 1852 $1 gold. Make sure I try to get it in focus there. And that's an O mint there, if you can kind of see the little O right there at the bottom of the 6 o'clock. That is $1, so that's 1/20th of an ounce. So anyway, so as we're digging, and we finished up the day, and I went out yesterday and did my weekly hunt and came across a couple of nice little interesting finds. I came across a 1775 Charles III, 2 reals. And I can't see the little right there, and the little dots right there is the little mint mark. It's like a T, like a snake with an S over it. It's like Bolivia or something like that, or out there. And also come across a 1914 Indian $2.50, almost. See if I can get a nice close-up of it there. Let's see if I can zoom in. And it's got all the feathers and a lot of details, and you can see all the feathers on his head, and it's going over his brow, and on the band going just above his forehead. It's got like a zigzag line going on. I mean, you can even see that. This is about uncirculated condition. This is about $500 in value. Melt value is about 185 roughly in gold melt, but face value it's probably $450, $500 when you look up online. But yeah, it's been kind of amazing. I have a half real that I was only able to identify because of the Hoover boys. Again, another shout out, guys. Thanks a lot for showing those examples of when you find stuff, especially when they're so roached you can barely identify what it is. But yeah, I'd have never identified that coin unless you guys had posted that up there. So just wanted to give it a quick update on the 1805 house, and it's just been so amazing. I can't believe what's been going on. I didn't clean it. I just left it as it is, so I didn't rub it or any patina. I didn't hit it. I always pinpoint before I dig with the pinpointer to make sure I lock onto the target so I never get close to it or just miss it, because I hate that, or I hit it. So it's a little aggravating sometimes having to pinpoint always before you dig, because sometimes they're a little deep and it won't do it. But if it's usually shallow enough, you'll lock onto it and get an idea exactly where over the top of it is. So, and I've noticed that those coils are good at locating the targets, but they're never perfect at perfectly, locking onto it. Sometimes I'm thinking I'm in the center of it, I realize I'm locking on and it's on the side of the coil or something. So I end up I'd hit it a few times, and that's when I was like, I'm getting tired of this. So yeah, a little old timer gave me that trick, and I've been sticking with it ever since. But the house, as you can see, is continuing to give like nothing I have ever had before. I've metal detected ever since I was 10 years old. I'm 45 this year, going to be 46 in September. And I have never had any kind of place like this out in the fields, finding 1881 golds and 1880 $5 gold pieces. And this house is an absolute gold mine. I couldn't imagine if there's anything hidden in that house with what they've been doing out there and out in the fields and losing money and burying money. I mean, these people had lots of money. So just wanted to give everyone a little quick update of what's been going on. Again, if you leave a comment, I probably won't be able to see it. So talk to y'all later. Happy hunting. Remember, all holes matter.